Veterans Day is intended to thank and honor all those who served honorably in the military, living and dead, whether in wartime or peace. In fact, Veterans Day is largely intended to thank living veterans for their service, to acknowledge that their contributions to our national security are appreciated, and to underscore the fact that all those who served, not only those who died, have sacrificed and done their duty. While Veterans Day is primarily a tribute to America's living veterans, it is also always appropriate to recognize and remember those who gave their lives for our country. More than a century ago, World War I ended when an armistice, a truce, took effect at 11 a.m. on November 11th, 1918. Thus, the saying that the war ended on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month.
Can you introduce yourself to Ware Middle School and tell us about your rank?
Hi, my name's Norman White, and I'm a retired lieutenant colonel in the United States Air Force.
When did you enlist, and how did you choose your branch of service?
I decided to go to be a pilot in the Air Force in 1983. The Air Force had the most airplanes, so I picked them.
Can you tell us a little bit about what basic training was like?
Officer training, well, it was 12 weeks, actually 16 weeks. A lot of running, a lot of physical stuff like that, and we learned about the history of the Air Force and those things.
How did you and your fellow soldiers entertain yourself during any free time that you had?
Mostly I read, and we also had a video recorder, the discs, and you could use your laptop. We had laptops in the one office, and you could watch a movie.
Yeah.
And people were so generous. They sent hundreds and maybe thousands of DVDs over to the troops. We just had these huge libraries of DVDs.
That's great.
It was awesome. You could watch a movie, but there wasn't that much free time.
Right, yeah. How did you stay in touch with your family and friends back home?
Email.
Email?
We emailed. It was real tough to call, but occasionally you could call. People generously donated time, long distance time and whatever, and we would call occasionally. About every few weeks I would call home for a few minutes. Usually I called my dad, not my wife and family, because he was more worried, I think, than them. But yeah, you could keep in touch with emails daily.
What was it like flying solo for the first time?
It's funny. To fly solo in a jet for the first time, you were nervous, not that you would get hurt. You didn't want to mess up. You didn't want to fail that ride because they graded you on everything. So that was what you worried about. You didn't worry about crashing or anything. You always worried about failing the ride or messing up. That's all.
Is there anything, I see you have a lot of stuff back there. Is there anything you would like to talk about, particularly? Anything back there that you want to share with us?
Well, the coins. I collect airplanes. That's what I could share with you.
Yeah.
I like airplanes.
Okay, that's cool.
Because I used to fly them, and so I like airplanes. That's about it.
Yeah.
Anything aviation related, I like. So.
Lastly, thank you for your service and taking the time to answer my questions today.
Thank you. Thank you.